we have a lot of portfolios. We have strategies to do many different things. Each portfolio holds many things. We do not bet so heavily on something that we commit the whole portfolio to it. Having said that, yes, we have holdings in energy, and not disproportionate. I don't make these investments. I don't make any investments anymore. I provide leadership and general direction, and my colleagues make the individual investing decisions. Having said that, I think it's fair to say that in the last year, energy investments produced the best results. And we made a lot of money in energy. Our goal as investors is always the same, which is to buy the things that provide the best bargain in terms of the ratio of the possible reward to the risk involved. So we're always trying to make investments which produce what I call is an asymmetry. You have a high probability of making money and a low probability of losing money. Now, at Oaktree, we go further. We say, if something has a big chance of loss, but a huge chance of gain, we generally don't do that because we don't like to make investments where we could have big losses. What we try to find is things with a good upside, which is disproportionate to a downside risk, which exists but is modest. And that's what we found in energy. And why? Why were we able to get good deals in energy securities? Why did we make these investments? And the answer is that in recent years, the world developed an allergy to fossil fuel. And people who believe in social responsible investing said, you must take all the oil and gas and coal stocks and sell them. And this is called ESG, among other things. We believe very strongly in ESG. We believe in being responsible investors. We believe that the businessman has responsibilities other than just to make money. We believe in the responsibility to the planet and the people who live on it, as well as our employees and our fellow citizens. But I don't believe that the best thing we can do for the planet is sell all of our energy investments. Let's say we do. What does that accomplish for the planet? Somebody else buys them. They still exist. Nothing has changed fundamentally or ecologically. It's just a show of intention. Who buys them? People who don't care about social responsibility. So maybe they buy up these oil and gas companies and operate them in a less responsible manner. That doesn't help the planet. The point is, we're going to require oil and gas for a long time. The state of California has just made a decision that they're going to stop the sale of gasoline-powered cars 2035, which means that even in California, which is the most ecological state, we're going to be selling gasoline cars for 13 years, and those cars are going to last 20 years after that, which means we're going to need gasoline for the next 33 years. The key question is, who can produce it the cleanest? So rather than saying we're going to sell all of our energy stocks, we say we're going to buy the companies that are better performers, and we're going to buy the companies that are lesser performers and make them better if we can. And I personally think that this is a more responsible position than merely selling, which accomplishes nothing, in my opinion. So that's the way we feel about it. And so many people were negative on energy stocks that for us, they became one of the areas where you could find the best bargains. And in this way, I believe that looking for bargains and good investment returns for the clients and being a responsible investor socially came together. I think we have to be realistic and practical in making decisions for our portfolios and for the world. In recent years, prior to this one, people were saying that fossil fuel, oil, gas, coal, are bad. Don't do it. And a lot of people said, sell your oil stocks. And some people did sell. And by the way, a lot of countries said, we're not going to engage in oil and gas production. We're going to shut that down and we'll import it from other countries, like Russia. And so in this process, Europe, to be green, some countries reduced their energy production and became totally dependent on Russia. And energy dependence is one of the weapons that Russia is using against the West right now. So now people say, well, maybe we need oil and gas. Maybe it has to be produced. So I think that this idea that oil and gas are bad, you should sell stocks, you shouldn't engage in that industry, is simplistic. And the world is not simplistic. And I've been here with you now on this interview. What am I talking about? How complicated things are, how difficult things are. There are very few important decisions in life that can be made on the basis of one factor. You want to be green? Shut down your oil industry. And then people will be cold and won't be able to get to work. It's not so easy. People said, arms manufacturers are bad. Shut down all the arms manufacturers. Sell the arms manufacturers. Guess what? We're at war. We've been attacked in Ukraine. Now we need arms to fight Russia. Maybe arms are not so bad. Again, a multivariate decision, not one.